What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a special request video where we're going to put the OnePlus Buds Pro up against the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. This one goes out to Karabar Naya. I'm hoping I pronounced your name correctly. I hope this helps you make your shopping decision. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, here we are. Head-to-head special subscriber request. We got the Liberty 3 Pros versus the OnePlus Buds Pro. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and talk price. The Liberty 3 Pros go for started at $169.99. They are now $129.99. You can find them at that price on both the Soundcore website as well as Amazon. And of course, the OnePlus Buds Pro originally started at $149.99. They're currently at that price on the OnePlus website, and on Amazon you can get them for $119.99. Still, at the time of this the recording of this video, prices may have changed, but I will leave links to all the websites in the description so you can take advantage of those prices. All right, so let's go ahead and first we're going to take a look at the cases. Both of them are sleek, real thin. Of course, the OnePlus is a more rectangular shape, whereas the Soundcore obviously has a little oval shape to it. I do like the way the Soundcore case opens. That basically that one hand functionality to it. You can just slide up with one hand, whereas with the OnePlus, you have to use two hands to open it up. Still a solid case. Both of them are sporting matte black finishes, so you ain't got to worry about fingerprints or scratches. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual earbuds. Okay. Of course, you got the OnePlus. I'm dropping them. You got the OnePlus. This one is sporting a pencil style earbud, similar to the iPod Pro. I could get their names confused. So the AirPod Pro, AirPod Pro. That's correct. All right, similar offerings, from them. Let me get that a little closer there. Okay, so of course you got your touch for functionality is here on the silver tip. All right, so and of course they got that ergonomic round shaping here that fits right into the what I call the ear well and allows for a good light wearing on those ones. Of course, I changed the ear tips on these ones. I got one for a larger one to help with the seal, which of course, like I said, helps with noise canceling as well as sound. Make sure you always have the proper ear tip in. All right, let's go ahead and I'm just dropping all over the place. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Liberty 3 Pro. As you can see, this is a much beefier earbud. Of course, it takes that oval shape feel similar to the its predecessor, the Liberty 2 Pro. Of course, I replaced the ear tip and the wing, the ear tip and the wing. And of course, with this ear tip here, the wing here, it locks it in. Ear tip gives me that seal that I need. So once again, make sure you have the proper one in your ear. That way you'll get a good seal on them. These guys do stick out a bit from the ear, as we can take a look at the depth of them. I mean the width. Okay, so basically this part here sticks out of your ear. All right. I mean, they still are a very light earbud. I enjoy wearing them. I can wear these ones for hours on end, just like I can with the OnePlus Buds Pro. Although the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros earbuds are just a tad bit heavier. But however, I still do not get any ear fatigue on either one of these earbuds. All right, so Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and get a picture. I'm gonna put both of these, one in each ear. I'm gonna take a picture, and that way you can see. Let me grab my phone here. That way you can see what they look like once they're locked in and everything. Oops. Get notifications. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, all right, let me go ahead and take one. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and take the other. Make sure I got a good shot. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. First up, you're gonna see the OnePlus Buds Pro. That's how that fits into the ear. Very comfortable. See, of course, the pencil style, which points towards my mouth, so that's good for the boom mic for calls. And let's go ahead and go to the Soundcore. We're gonna bring that one in, and that's the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro in ear. Like I said, I still have them both in. They're both very comfortable. Although the Soundcore does stick out a little bit, it does. You can tell, you can feel the difference in weight. But like I said, the Soundcore, uh, earbud, still I can wear them all day. You just notice the weight difference in them. Okay, let's go ahead and pop these out real quick. All right, and we're going to go ahead and let's dive into some specs here. Okay, so when we go into specs, the Liberty 3 Pro, and the OnePlus Buds Pro both support, or rocking rather, Bluetooth 5.2. Both of them, as far as codec support, AAC and SBC. However, the Liberty 3 Pros here, they support LDAC, whereas the OnePlus Buds Pro support LHDC, which is more for low latency support, which would give you more of a better for gaming. Let's put it that way. It's a better codec for gaming. Okay. Now, they're both have ANC. Of course, Soundcore, the Liberty 3 Pros, they use a Hear ID app to set up their ANC. But we'll get into that once we dive into the apps. Of course, and then of course the OnePlus ANC. Why I keep saying there, I don't know. The OnePlus ANC is also embedded within the Hey Melody app, but we'll cover that as well. Okay, as far as battery, we'll go here. OnePlus Buds Pro, up to 7 hours of playback time on the earbuds, but with the case, you can get up to an additional 38 hours. That's impressive. That's very impressive. With the Liberty 3 Pros, you get 8 hours of playback on the earbuds, which then you can get up to 32 hours with the case. Also impressive, but you got to take into consideration that when you're dealing with like ANC on, ANC off, your volume levels, all that goes into play when figuring out how much playback time you actually receive when you use the earbuds. And of course, you can use them independently, so that also plays a role as well. Both cases support quick charging, so if you throw the earbuds in for the Liberty 3 Pros, 15 minutes gives you up to 3 hours. Whereas the Buds Pro, if you throw them in for 10 minutes, it gives you up to 10 hours of playback time. Again, your settings make the difference as far as playback and as far as ANC, volume, single ear usage. All that comes into play then, okay, as well. And also, both cases support wireless charging, so you can just throw them on a charging pad, walk away, come back and grab them on your way out the door. I love that. Okay, as far as the earbuds and water resistance, The Liberty 3 Pros are IPX4 rated, whereas the Buds Pro, I'm sorry, the Buds Pro, the the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro is IPX4 rated. The Buds Pro is IP55 rated. Uh, don't mind me. All right, so and as far as special features, both support multi-point pairing. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the best of all the settings when it comes to these two earbuds. You cannot go wrong there. All right, so with all that put out there and said, what we're going to do is we're going to go and dive into each individual app and see what they're hitting for. So just stay strapped in because we'll go. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back in. As you can see, we got the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros already synced up. Let's go ahead and dive into their app. The wrong way. Oh, it's asking me to log in. Hold on. All right, we logged in. As you can see, excuse me, you can see it's connected to the Liberty 3 Pros. Go ahead and tap on that. And there you got a picture of the earbuds, and then of course underneath it you got the battery strength of all three parts, left, right earbuds, as well as the case. And of course down, you go lower, you got your ambient sounds. You can go through noise canceling, normal, or transparent. Let me go ahead and pop these in so we can go take a look at the noise canceling and transparency modes. All right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, so if you go in noise canceling, you can hit that. It allows you to go into what they call a hear ID, active noise canceling, which gives you a hearing test, a hear ID ANC test, just to test to make sure you have this correct fit and set up your unique hearing experience with them. I already did that, so we're not going to go into that. Of course, you got normal, which of course, okay, you can hear some things, but not everything. And then of course you got transparency mode. But now you can hear everything around you. Actually, I can hear my voice, so I'm not yelling. And if you tap on the arrow, you can go to full transparent or voice mode. Voice mode, of course, obviously it will allow you to focus on the voice if someone is speaking to you. I usually leave it at full transparency so I don't have to worry about that. Then of course you got wind noise reduction option. You can toggle that off and on no matter what the selection. You have it no matter which one you want to go with, except for normal, of course. I'm sorry. Normal, you don't have that option, but either noise canceling and transparency, you do. All right. Then, of course, you go down in here. Now, there, you got your Hear ID test. Again, this is where you can take the test. You can either take for the sound test or the active noise canceling test. And then, of course, you can select however you want to do that. Then, of course, you got sound effects. Here, you can select what type of preset that you want as far as the type of sound you want to use. So you want to use Hear ID, 3D sound, default, and then of course default. You hit on that, and then you hit it again. You can go into different settings, a different preset. I guess equalizer settings, and there is a bunch of them there. Let me go back up. So they got you all covered no matter how you want to do it. Or if you want to create your own, go down to custom, tap on it once to check it, then tap again. Then you can go into your own personal equalizer. Right now I have it set to 0 for testing. And then actually, you know what? Is there a way I can, nope, I guess you can't rename it. All right, so, well, actually you can, I think you can. Yep, there we go. We'll call this one test. All right, so now that one's set to test. So anytime I change, I want to go somewhere, I want to do something different, and then we'll make that, or do go here, and then say for we're gonna go back to, let's reset that here. Then we go back, we're back there. Okay, so we'll leave that one set, and then, but basically you can go in here and do that, or you can, I don't know how many more, you can add as many customers as you want. Apparently, you go in and hit the plus, you can add as many custom profiles as you want. So that's that one there. Okay, of course, sound effects, and then of course you got your sound mode. You go in here. This is where you can enable LDAC. Now, mind you, if you select LDAC and when you're in the sound effects, 3D surround sound does not work. Okay, but LDAC works with all the other functions. So if your phone supports LDAC, I suggest you take advantage of this audio, codec. It makes your audio so much better. My phone does not support LDAC, so I do not take advantage of it. I cannot take advantage of it, rather. So I went with the combined audio and connection quality. So then, if you move down, keep going down, it controls. Basically, you can set up any of the type of functions for each ear. This one is for, I guess this one is the right ear. So you got single tap, double tap, tap to, hold for 2 seconds, or tap and hold, and triple tap. So right now I have my single tap for play pause on the left and ambient sound on the right. And of course you can turn it off and on if you want. So I don't know why, but it's a good feature to have. Some people don't want them on, don't want to have to worry about tapping their ear. I get it. Okay. Same thing for double tap. Let's go ahead and go in here one, and you can change it to whatever one you like here, like volume down, volume up, next, previous, play pause. Then you can have your voice assistant, and then sort of cycle through your ambient sound on the double tap. You got, press and hold 2 seconds. I have mine switched to ambient sound on both earbuds. You can also change that to whatever you like ambient sound on one, and then your voice assistant on the other earbud. And then this one here, actually, let me see. Only ambient sound on that one, so we do. Oops, wrong one. There. All right, so now we got volume up and down. I went ahead and go ahead and set that change. All right, so my triple tap, as you can see, I changed it. That way I'm not redundant. Only one I'm redundant with is the tap and hold option, and that's to cycle through my transparency mode, or my ambient sound modes. Okay, so but you totally fixable, totally adjustable on all for both earbuds. I like that feature. I love the fact that they have that with these ones. These are really fleshed. This is a real fleshed out app. All right, if we go into more settings, here, of course, you got your serial number. This is where you can turn your wear detection on and off. So basically, if you take the earbud out, one earbud out, it will shut off. It will pause, rather, your audio. Put it back in. Your audio will resume. Your device list. This, you hit on that. This one's where you can turn on and off multi-pairing. They call it dual device connection. This will allow you, of course, to connect to 2 devices at once. I have that turned on. I want to take advantage of that feature. Then, of course, you have your current devices that you are connected to as of right now. Obviously, it's connected to my tablet and my phone, but of course, on deck, I got my laptop, where it can substitute between any one of these guys if I wanted it to. So that's what we got that set up. And then, of course, if you keep going down this list, you got your prompt tones, wear alert, your touch tone. Basically, will let you know what type of let's say, for instance, if you're getting like an email, or this one will do it when this alert will just let you know Like when you have the earbuds in, it will give you a little chime, let you know that you're in and you're connected. This one, of course, is your tones and everything, where if you get emails and stuff like that, if you want that on there. All right. So then you got your fit test. Basically, you can run an audio. You can run two types of tests, rather, one for audio quality and one for noise canceling. And then once you put the earbuds in position, you go ahead and hit the button here, and it will run an audio test to make sure you got the proper seal with the earbuds. It may even be the wing, but it will let you know one way or the other if you are good to go, or if you need to switch out your earbuds for either a bigger or a smaller set. Or not earbuds, but ear tips, excuse me. All right, and then you got your auto power off. Basically, when your earbuds, you take them out of your ears, sit them down, and they're sitting in standby mode. How long would they stand in that before they power off? The minimum is never. Then of course you got 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and 120 minutes you can select from. I use set mine at 30 minutes because that also comes into play when it's talking about your battery life. Okay, so then of course you got your firmware update. They'll check and say, of course, you're up to date. If not, they'll let you know there was one there. There is an update available. And then, of course, you got your quick start guide where you can go ahead and go in. It'll take you out to their PDF where you can zoom in and take a look, go through the app, the wearing, how to wear, how to adjust it, charging, and so on and so forth. Okay. And let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope. If you hit this one up here, it will take you out to the user manual, and then you can go step by step or answer any type of questions where as far as the how to, the videos, wearing, Bluetooth, charging, sound, and of course you can do live chat with customer service as well as give them a call and provide feedback if you want to. So that is basically the Soundcore app for the Liberty 3 Pros. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these guys disconnected. We're going to swap out and put in the OnePlus earbuds, and then we're going to take a look at their app. Okay, so stay strapped in. Okay, we're back in, and as you can see, we've got the OnePlus Buds Pro already paired up. So we're going to go ahead and jump into their app. Whoops. Okay, and they don't have a OnePlus doesn't have a native app of their own, but what they do use is an app called Hey Melody. So we're gonna go ahead and take a dive into there. All right, and as you can see, you got a picture of the earbuds in the case with the case open, just like that. And of course, you got a picture of, well, not, I'm sorry, but you got left earbud, right earbud, and the case, and all battery, battery strength for all three. Okay, right now, because the earbuds are not in my ear, the noise control mode is set to off. So let me go ahead and pop these in. All right, I got the chime. Of course, did you see, since they're not in the case, the battery strength for the case disappeared. Now you're just referring to just the left and right earbud. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but it does it. All right. So now, of course, we've got active. When we're in the noise control mode, we have that turned off. I could kind of hear the TV in the background. So we're going to go into noise canceling. I got them in. Hold on. For some reason, it's not registering that I got the earbuds in. Now it did it. Okay. I don't know. There was something with the wear sensor. All right. So I got that in. Now I went to active noise canceling. And of course, you can I got a little chime as I moved it to the middle. And then now I have full ANC and I cannot hear anything. Okay. I had a little chime come on in the backdrop. I don't know if you guys heard it, but in transparency mode, I did hear it. Right now, all I do is I can hear my voice and it sounds like I'm pretty loud. So we're going to go to the middle. I got a little chime. And okay, I can hear some things. I can hear the TV a little bit. Now let's go back over to trans. All right. So everything is, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, let's go over here and turn to transparency mode. Now I can hear everything. I'm not yelling. I think this is probably like one of the best uh, earbuds with ANC. I'm not going to put them up there with the Sonys yet, or not yet, but I wouldn't put them up there with the Sonys or Bose. But I would put them in the area with like the AZ60s and the Evos in that area. I put them up in the A plus category, or just just the below elite tier as far as active noise canceling. Very good, works very well. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put them in noise canceling. We're going to put it to the highest possible. So all right, so now we're going to run through real. Okay, so once again, similar to the Soundcores, where they have Hear ID, OnePlus has OnePlus Audio ID, which basically does the same thing as the Hear ID does. It takes a test, has you take a hearing test, and then it goes in and based on your hearing, it will create a sound stage for you. Now, I've already done it, so I'm not going to go ahead and do it again. But if you go ahead and make sure you got them in, you hit continue, you'll run through the serious steps for the test, and then it'll come out on the back end with your sound stage and everything like that. All right. Let me see. And then, of course, you got your Zen mode, which basically if you touch and hold, press and hold the silver, I guess touch bars, if you will. You got them for 3 seconds. Then you bring up white noise, and then of course you can select which white noise you'd like. Wow, that's really loud. All right, I forgot I had these at 100 at max volume. All right, so you can go from sunrise. You can download meditation, summer seashore. I'm gonna download that one. I like that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that would do it. We do a campfire, nighttime campfire. You have to download the ones that you want here right now. They only have these 5. I'll just download them all. Screw it. And then, of course, save them to the earbuds. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and save them to my own. Okay, of course, I can't do anything. So we're gonna go ahead and let this go ahead. But while this is doing that, I think this is a great feature to have. It's just like, I think Soundcore has the same thing where you can do like ambient sound. I believe it's Soundcore. I believe Soundcore had it. Yes, I believe they do. Where you can just listen to ambient sound, where you can meditate and decompress and everything like that. That's a good feature to have. Um, okay, and then of course you got your dual connection option, where you can go in here, you can turn on dual connections, and it will tell you the devices that you are currently connected to. Of course, I'm connected to the Surface Duo 2, this phone, this device, and of course my tablet. All right, and then of course you do the earbud fit test. You put them in, you hit play, and then it will tell you if you got the proper fit or if you need to change your ear tips to let you know if you got, that way you'll have the proper seal, so everything else is working as far as active noise canceling and everything. Okay, then of course you got your firmware update. Okay, version's up to date. All right, and then of course down here at the bottom here, see it says the device. Then, of course, you touch the middle one, you go into your controls. Now, granted, with these guys, they have two that are already preset that cannot be edited. The quick squeeze and then the double squeeze. You cannot adjust those. Only the triple and the squeeze and hold options. There's only two that you can do. These, I don't understand why. And that's on the left earbud. And when you go to the right earbud, same rules apply. You can see if I touched it, it told me I cannot edit it. Action cannot be edited. All right, same for that one. Action cannot be edited. However, I can go up here and it only gives me two options, either previous track or voice assistant for triple squeeze. Then I hit this, guys, I go for this one. And then, of course, it tells me as far as noise canceling, which ones I want to use. I want to cycle through. I'll have noise cancellation and transparency. I'm going to hit cancel so I don't save that. So you're very limited, extremely limited when it comes to controls on these earbuds. Okay. But that is the settings there. And if, of course, you got your about, which will give you information about the Hey Melody app, as well as other source information and everything of that nature. And devices supported. So if you click on here, you can see which devices this app will support. Of course, there's Oppo. You got a long list of Oppo devices. So you got some OnePlus options, of course, Buds Pro, OnePlus Buds, the Z2s, the Zs, the Nords. Yep, just about anything. And you can basically weed out which one of the two that you want, either Oppo or OnePlus. Of course, they're all under the same umbrella. So now that is, okay, one more time before we go any further. Up here, the three dots, let's go ahead and tap on that. It allows you to either disconnect or delete this device, meaning delete the earbuds. Say, for instance, they broke it or you lost them and you had to get a new set. You want to delete, you can delete that and then bring in your new set there. Okay. And that is, of course, then you got the plus here. Then you can add a device to Hey Melody so that way they can utilize it as well. All right. So that is the app, the Hey Melody app for the OnePlus Buds Pro. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and go through a sound test. We're going to start off with the OnePlus Buds Pro here. We'll put them through a test of 2 songs, and then we'll evaluate after each song, see how they sound. Now, remind you, let me make sure that we are, let me see. Okay. Now, unfortunately, there is no way to turn off the Zen mode, or not the Zen mode, but the OnePlus Audio ID. There is no equalizer on this app for this device, so we're just going to have to play it as is and see how it sounds. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. So just stay strapped in. All right, we're back in, and we're going to go with Prince. Let's Go Crazy. He's got some good guitar riffs and everything in there, so we're going to see how that sounds. So let's go ahead and let me back it up to the beginning. All right, let's go in. All right, we are at max volume. Very loud. The vocals are pushed right to the front. Okay. Not as crisp as I would think they would be. All right. Okay. The mids and lows are definitely pushed to the beginning. Pushed up to the front, rather, not the beginning. The bass is there, but it's not punching. Yeah. Okay. Now this one tells the truth about the earbuds. Okay. Okay. Definitely pushes the mids and low and the let's say the I guess the what you call them mids and lows. You want to put it basically pushes your treble, the mids and treble rather to the forefront. The bass is there, but you want more of it. Um, and of course they're not as crisp as I would like for them to be as far as the vocals, and the sound separation is definitely uh needs to work. This is another one of those earbuds that could really use an actual EQ to help them. um that was, yeah, I'm glad I did pick that song because that really brought out the truth about these earbuds. So um definitely emphasizes the mids and the vocals on the as far as on this track. So let's go ahead and we're going to switch. We're going to go to let's see. We're going to let's pick one of my favorite MCs out there. Are we going to do Heavy D and the Boys? Uh let's see. All right. Now that we found love, we don't want to do it. We just want, let me see if we can find an album, just a regular album cover. We don't want to anything that can get us a copyright strike, right? There we go. All right, here we go. Every day in the boys. Now that we found love, let's go. Yeah, still mids and vocals pushed up. The bass is there, but it's in the back. You can definitely tell it's in the back. Yeah, the vocals are there. Could be crisper. Yeah, definitely vocal heavy. Vocal. Yeah. Okay. Definitely vocal heavy, and yeah, you definitely need an equalizer for these. We need to bring that bass up um to match the treble. Because it definitely the treble is definitely there, and it's definitely pushed to the forefront. I mean, I'm sorry about my wording there. Uh Now this was at max volume. You can only imagine if it was at 50 to 60% where I normally hear listen to my earbuds at. These things I'd be very disappointed in. Well, not disappointed. I won't say very disappointed, but they can definitely use uh, an equalizer. Like I said, it would definitely help these guys out. And we I just wish that they did have it. Hopefully, I don't know if there's a third party app out there that would third party equalizer app that would work with these earbuds and give you that ability to bring the bass up to match the treble and the mids. That way, you would get a much better sound. I think even if you had that, you've been able to scale back the treble uh, in the mid, maybe just the treble, bring it back a little bit. Maybe then I would include that would clear up the vocals and possibly supply you some separation if you can work with the mids too. So all right, so that being the OnePlus Buds Pro, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get them swapped. We're going to get these up. We're going to swap in the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros, and we'll go through these two songs and then give you what I think of them, and we'll keep on pushing. So stay strapped in. Okay, we're back in. As you can see, we got the Soundcores already paired up. So let's go ahead and jump right into our first song, Princess Go Crazy. All right, let us go ahead and get started. We got, remember, EQs is at 0. We are at max volume. So here we go. Okay. Treble's definitely up there. Okay. Now that little piano part there, much cleaner, much clearer than on the OnePlus. Okay. The bass is there, but they don't. Okay. Everything, the bass is there. It's meeting. All right. Now here they're meeting their level. They're both pushed up together. Now the vocals are a little bit more clear than on the OnePlus. And you can actually hear the guitar riffs. So the separation is okay. Yeah. Definitely a better overall sound, I think. Yes. Compared to the OnePlus, yes. Okay. Yes. Definitely a more balanced sound than the OnePlus with the sound cores. Uh, like I said, these guys are at 0. The equalizer is at 0. It has no bearing on what I'm seeing, what I'm doing here, what I got here. And it's definitely a more fuller sound. You got some sound, some separation from the instruments. Like I said, you could actually hear the piano keys. You can hear when they went through that little almost like I guess a gospel sermon. They did the little the little keys, the like I guess to separate the verses or whatever. And then of course you can definitely make out all the guitar riffs. So let's go ahead and go ahead to our other song here. We're gonna get Heavy D and the boys back up on here. And here we go. Okay. Now this is a song where the bass is supposed to be in the front. You can definitely tell that they pushed the bass up ahead of the treble in this song. Vocals are on this song. Vocals are clear, but I think they're on par with the OnePlus on this one. Oddly enough, but you can hear the snare drum in the back that Eddie F is working on. They're very nice. You got some separation there. You do got some sound separation there. So you had Eddie F back there. You can hear him hitting the snare drum You can make that out on these ones. You couldn't make that out on the OnePlus uh, the Buds Pro there in their listening tests. All right, so okay, so let me finish up here. Um, Definitely as far as the in that song, the bass was pushed up. You can definitely hear the vocals, but they were lower. Um, not as much lower, I wouldn't call it a balanced sound on that aspect because like I said, the bass was pushed to the forefront and the treble and the vocals just didn't come up to match them. Sorry, I'm falling over my words here. And I mean, the Prince song, uh, they matched. But like I said, this is with no equalizer help whatsoever on the Liberty 3 Pro. So they do have room for improvement, whereas the OnePlus do not. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up here, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in for my final thoughts on these. As far as the OnePlus, they're very treble. They put a lot of emphasis on treble and the mids as far as the OnePlus does. They could really use an app so we can bring up the bass to match or the treble, or maybe even bring it up and then allow us to bring back or bring down the treble a little bit. That way, that could help with clarity of sound as far as the vocals, and maybe even help with some instrumental separation if we start able to play with the mids. Outside of that, they're a great set of earbuds. Like I said, I normally listen at 50 to 60%, so they sound fantastic at that range to me. Of course, with the other features, multi-point, and of course your low latency, so you can actually use these for gaming. And of course, the battery life in itself, that makes them a great pair of earbuds. If we take a look over at the Liberty 3 Pros, a much more balanced sound than the OnePlus. Active noise canceling is excellent on these guys, as is the OnePlus Buds Pro. I definitely put their noise canceling feature up there with like the AZ60s, and I put them in that realm. A plus, absolutely. The active noise canceling on the I would give them an A on active noise canceling for the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. But then again, we're talking sound here. With that, the sound is more balanced, with no equalizer help, like I said before. And then I can only imagine you can go ahead and make adjustments to make these guys even better. Granted, they don't have the battery life of the OnePlus, especially when it comes to the the quick charge rather. But I do like using these. I've used both of these guys all day at work, like either and mainly as like I say mono mode with just one earbud in. Both of them got me through an entire day. I didn't have to swap out the right for the left for the right, or vice versa. Only if I decided to. Only time I would have to is if I decided to. Like after lunch, I went ahead and switched them up, but that was my preference. I really didn't have to do that. So enough. All right. So enough about. I'm not going to keep on ranting about that. So if I had to choose personally, uh, if I had to choose between the two, I think I would. I would go with Soundcore, mainly because I can. We're talking sound. We're not talking anything else. We're just talking sound. I will go with the Soundcore because I can make adjustments there. I cannot make adjustments to the OnePlus, and that's the only thing, the one and only thing that's holding these guys back, is they do not have an EQ where you can go ahead and fine tune them. So, like I said, if I had to choose, it would be the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. In my opinion, both are great pairs of earbuds. I just wanted to point that out. That's the difference, and that is the reason why I would go with them, the Liberty 3 Pros, over the OnePlus, is the fact that there is no equalizer help for these guys. All right. So with that being said, this has been a subscriber request video putting the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros up against the OnePlus Buds Pro. Carry bar. I hope this helps you make it a decision as far as to which ones to go with. But like I said, everybody's ears are different. And I guess your taste in sound is also different as well. So once again, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping in and checking out your boy. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to stick around for other videos I got coming out to see what I got down the pipe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so that way you're notified when those videos come out. Okay? I hope you guys had a good one, and then I will see you in the next one. Peace.